Well, we're in once again for evening of working on the details of this thing. As I stated last night, I noticed that I didn't super fill around here, so I'm going to do that tonight. And I'm going to get my propeller ready. Going to super fill these cracks in so that we can make the mold possibly this weekend. But I got to have super fill in those cracks. I can't. It would be a catastrophic lockup if I didn't get those cracks out. So let's see what we got here. I need to have this turned on here for Comentos. And we got 4 viewers. Great. Let me get this light on here. Need to take off the cowl. I also need to take out that one right there, and looks like I need to kind of straighten those out. Put some super fill in that thing there, so we'll be done super filling soon here. Damn, I dropped the screw. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Are you coming this weekend, Dan? I'll get the propeller ready. As I've stated before, there's going to be a whole lot of sanding going on. See a spot there. Let's mix up some super fill, and then we can get to sanding. Let's see here. I want to show you this. Remember I told you that's super fill in there. It'll all come out in one piece, or approximately. If you can get yourself these 3M containers, they're the best thing for doing this job. Because there's no cleanup. Just break it out, wipe it out, and go again. Now we don't need as much super fill tonight. So I'm going to mix it 50-50 and get the hump on. But I do want to get this cleaned out. close enough. Well, we're going to wait for you to get here, Dan, because I don't know how to set that draft angle. Shouldn't take too long to grind it in with the motor, with the Dremel. Okay, cool. Okay, we're going to do this. I'm not going to use a spoon. I'll use a spoon on the other one because I don't want to keep wasting spoons for this. I guess I could get that plug ready and we could pull a couple of canopies too. Or there'll be three of us. Three guys can really put the hump on. Should get a lot of work done that way. Okay, let's I'm mixing this a little hot. It's probably 60-40 instead of 25% or 50%. But I don't want to wait all day for this stuff to dry. It'll be dry in the morning. Had a weird morning this morning. Got up at 3 o'clock, made myself some eggs and toast, worked on the airplane a little bit till about 5, laid back down, alarm went off, I hit the snooze button and didn't get up till 8 o'clock. Called in and said, hey man, sorry about that. I went to work. Part of getting old, I guess. Can't hang with the big boys anymore. Okay. I'll get this spatula clean so I don't contaminate it. I want to super fill the inside of this cowl too here. Right there and there. That way, I'll probably do this too. No, maybe not. I don't want to crap it up with too much putty. Got to keep it down to a dull roar. You know, I bet this prop would work on a smaller engine, just like this. I don't think I'd want to trust it on a 75. Okay, we'll wait for that superfill to dry, and yeah. We'll wait for this superfill to dry, and I'll sand that all out. The cracks are all full, and we'll have a decent prop mold anyway. Blank. Sorry about that. I need to get this on here, and playing to the camera is just pretty tough because I don't have a camera over here. That should work. Okay. Now, work on the cowl. I can do that in front of the camera, I think. Dan, what's the name of that place again? The woodwork. Wait a minute. Here it is, right here. Wood River contour and flat sanding pad set. They got us. You can get it online. You might check Amazon. Might check eBay. They probably got a store online. I tell you what, they got a lot of stuff in their store. High dollar stuff that they're really proud of. They have the inside and outside ones, so I would get. I have them both. I would get both of them if I was you. You'll see when you go find them online. Now that's pretty messy there, but it'll be fine. Trust me. Get the other stuff on the other side. We're going to hit some touch-up spots on the stabilizer too and around the leading edge here. As I've told you, it usually takes me a couple applications to get it. I'm doing a super nice model. I'm doing just a regular stunt plane. I just do it in one setting. Close enough for who it's for type thing. But this model here, I'm sure is going to be scrutinized by everybody, so got to be perfect. Yes, I filled up the dimples. They're still going to be there. They're just going to be sealed with superfill. So now, this. "16 watchers, 20 minutes." Damn. This right here, we're gonna have to sand that in. Not gonna be able to trowel that in. I'm gonna have to sand it. Superfill can be used for big fillets, huge fillets. It dries hard. It's a 2-part epoxy. It doesn't dry hard. It very sandable. Sounds like butter. But you can use it for big fillets. And the pollywogs came from Wood River. Type Wood River into the search bar and you'll probably get them from Amazon. Snap-on has this creeper that I've wanted. It's a big wheel creeper because where I work, the floor is real, got all kind of cracks and stuff in it. And they want $500 for that creeper. And it says Snap-on on it. That's why they want $500 for it. So I've been thinking about it. And nice creeper, but $500 could go somewhere else. So I was watching YouTube this morning, and there was a diesel truck mechanic doing a toolbox tour. And he showed his big wheel creeper, $89, Amazon. So I bought one this morning. Snap-on man is going to be crying. Yeah, that's what you get for trying to get all your money from one guy. Okay, we'll let this dry up and then I'll come back with some alcohol and smooth them out a little better. Oh, wait a minute. I wanted to do the inside too, but I need a razor blade for that. And then we want to do a little bit right there at the fillet. That one's good. Could use a little bit. Okay. Let me see here. Oh, I want to do that. I want to do this inside of the cowl. Now this part I'm going to do here is strictly cosmetic. I mean, it's for my own peace of mind because it means nothing, but what did I just do with it? I just had it in my hand. There it is. Because nobody's going to see it except for you guys. It'll help the air go through there better. Less turbulence. Welded all day again today. What a bummer. This is for Jim Lynch. That way Jim can't say, hey, did you fix that inside the can? the cow? Yeah. Yeah. That's good enough. It'll sand out easy. But I did want to get this. I did want to mold in these vent doors. It'll be fine. So now I want to go around the leading edge here with just a little extra. One thing I will tell you about superfill, like that metal spatula that I'm using there, get the superfill off before it dries because it sticks to metal like crazy. That's good. What I need is an Amazon affiliate thing so I can start selling some stuff from Amazon that I use. The sandpaper and the tools and stuff. That way I say, yeah, just look at my affiliate link. But no, I'm not really in this to make any money. I'm more interested in helping you build a better airplane. Now, when I get older and I completely quit working, no problem, Don. When I completely quit working, maybe that'll change. Maybe I'll need to make a few bucks. But as of now, pass it on. I just make enough to keep stun hanger going. over $300 a month for me now. After the first of the year, I'll go on another drive because come March, I'm going to have to come up with a big chunk again. Okay, let's see what we got going on here. So we're going to leave that, and it's just now starting to set up. Hopefully I won't put my hand in anything. Okay, we got a little spot right there that should be, I'll sand it down. I don't want to add more. And we got this right here. Got that. And the thing is, no matter how close I get this, come Saturday when we shoot a coat on it, there'll be a lot more screw-ups to fix. So, but it'll all be gray clear come this weekend. Maybe. And we'll get a prop mold made. There'll be a lot of stuff going on Saturday at John's. Possibly pull another canopy. How much work can a guy do in a day? You know, I fudged this a little bit. That didn't turn out too bad. The turbocharger location should have been a little bit farther forward, you know, for scale wise, but I had to have it because of the weenie here. So I'll cut that weenie flush with that. It'll look like it's coming out the turbocharger exhaust. So that's good. Because Bill, he used a smaller wing and a smaller engine, meaning that his pipe came out right here. So I got an extra 2 inches back from where he was. Maybe that's how I justify the extra weight. More power. Okay, where's my little wog? This is the big one. And we can use this, but I'd really like to have the... Good evening, Marcel. If you look at these polywogs, they got a beveled end on one side. Some of them, the other ones have a round end on them. And that's for sanding lines and details and things. Come on, where are you? Shoot. I know I didn't throw them out. They're $20. I wouldn't do that. Need to throw this sandpaper away though. Oh, there's a bigger one. Now, if you look at this one, if you look at that one, it's square. If you look at this one, It's tapered. I'm talking about this edge right here. Square, tapered. We're getting into different areas. Ah, there's another one. Here's the flat one. That one's a square. Come on, where are you? I need the little one. I'm picking up the sandpaper bits, guys, so give me a minute here. Trying to find my polywog. Gotta be careful not to throw it out. Come on. What a pain in the ass. I got 1, 2. Oh, here we go. It's on the chair. All right. Now this one's a round. See, that's the one I was looking for. If you look at that edge right there, it's round. And we're going to take that edge and mold in the turbocharger. I ought to put some goop on that right there too. I just don't have it in me to add more weight back here. Guys were asking how easy it is sand it. I just, about 4 or 5 swipes and you're done. Sand's easier than balsa wood. Perfect. I guess Jim ain't getting his therapy for tonight. Yeah, we still got quite a bit of time left. The next coat of clear that goes on this will really make all the boogers jump out. Let's do the fillet right here. Yeah, you can do that, but these are rubber. They don't ding nothing up. I think we need a new piece of paper, or at least movie paper. And we need this one here. This one here is pretty nice because it transitions from flat to round. It's hard to work. I think we might need some more fillet goop on that. Won't really know until I get some paint on it. And be careful there, starting to dig in. Whatever you do, no big fillets on the back. Too much weight. I think it's 3-to-1. If you got an ounce back here, 7 hours today covering, clearing, sanding. Hey, great, great. Glad to see you're motivated again. So you do 7 hours and come here for an hour and watch me do it. I don't know whether you saw it or not, Jim, but I puttied the inside of my cowl just for you. Yes, monocoated, here's the superfill. That way you can say, well, let me look inside that cowl. It won't look like a rag. It'll be beautiful. Okay, we need a flat block, 180. I think that stuff might be getting pliable enough to hit it with alcohol. Now there's a guy that can really build. A lot of respect for that guy. That man's a craftsman. So Charlie Reeves. Yeah, that's so I don't get caught from you. Hey, let's see the inside of that cow. No, okay. The guy I'm talking to here, Joanne Lynch, that's his wife, Joanne, Mama Joe. I hunted that guy down and made him tell me why my score was so low. And he told me, and my score went up 3 points every nats after that. So if you don't know, you better ask. Okay, we got one more side to sand, and that's all the fillets sanded, except for what I added some more up there. We'll have to wait till tomorrow when it dries. Oh, I got these doors to sand here. But I need to sand that with the end of this. Where's that little one? Where'd it go to? Come on. There we go. Get a new piece of paper. Gonna have to buy some more sandpaper from Amazon. Already went through 3 rolls this year. Built too many airplanes. I'll come back with a file and a nail file and get all this stuff really good. This is going to get the Al Ray wheel door treatment. The 3D wheel inside the wheel door, just like I did on my last one. If you go back and look at the windy thing in my 07 Thunderbolt, it shows you what I'm talking about. It ain't hard to do. Hardest thing is to get the right colors. Because they don't make zinc chromate dope. Man, I'm bummed out. I'm not going to make my weight. All I can do is try to keep it as close as possible. Let's see. Class coat epoxy paints are in enamel. Whatever you spray on stays on. So if you mix up paint in the cup and it weighs 3 ounces and you spray it on, that's what you added to your airplane. Well, that's not the same with dope. Whatever you spray on, 50% or 60% evaporates off because of the thinner. So dope is the lightest thing you can use. And that's why I like dope. And yes, Randolph dope is some good stuff. It's high solids. Now, Wendy used to show his videos where he was decanting it. That's not good. Decanting is letting the can sit for a month and all the solids go to the bottom. And the vehicle and the binder rise to the top. Well, when you decant dope, all you have is pigment, which is really like chalk. There's no chemical bond then. Wendy got some good results, but his airplanes were very heavy. Too much paint going on. And silver is an absolute no-no. I don't care what anybody says. Silver is real metal. It's aluminum. Yeah, you can see the mistakes and get them all sanded out. You're not going to sand it all off. And it has pore adhesion properties. So if you're going to do an intricate paint job, you're going to do a lot of masking, you stand a very good chance of pulling up paint with silver. And that's why if you watch Wendy videos, he always has some type of paint problem. Well, if you use enough thinner with Randolph, it chemically bonds to the next coat underneath it. So if you start it out at 50-50 and you let the dope soak into the wood and then put on 3 coats soaking into the wood, and then put your tissue on with 3 coats, that locks the tissue in. So that chemical bond, that's why you can't sand an airplane off and say, well, I'll sand it all off and they'll lose all the weight. No, it won't, because it's sunk down into the wood. You cannot sand it all off. The only thing that you can sand off, let's say you had a urethane airplane where you painted it with dope and you shot 2 coats of urethane on it and it came out real heavy. Well, you could sand the urethane off because it's plastic. And if you got back down to the dope, you get all the weight off. Boy, that's a lot of work, though. Well, we'll just have to see. I don't think this is going to get spray shine. It's going to just get dope. I had a buddy of mine when I was in Oregon flying as a Eugene prop spinner. He had beautiful airplanes. He really built well. Had a candy apple red airplane. I think it was a 60 size Oriental that he had blown up. It was candy apple red. Man, was it beautiful. I said, how much clear you got on that? He said, 1 gallon. That's kind of like Kenny Stevens. Well, how much did it add? He said an ounce. No way. No way. I don't care how much you sand and how much you... There's no way a gallon of paint on there, unthinned, is going to weigh an ounce ever. So you got to be careful how much you put on. My diet, the 1 quart diet, is the lightest way to go. You don't get... I mean, you have to give up something. If you want a super shiny airplane, go ahead and put some spray shine on it. You want a good flying airplane, to try to keep it light, 1 quart of dope. All that's on this airplane right now is a half a quart of clear. Not even that, because I got some left. We're going to spray it, the rest of it on there this weekend. So this weekend there'll be 1 quart of dope on the whole airplane. 1 thinned quart, 1/2 pint of unthinned, or 1 pint of unthinned. What would I use for primer? Well, seeing as I can't get DC 540 anymore, I guess, let's see, I've been using it, liking better result. But if you covered that airplane with 3/4 ounce fiberglass instead of silk span, what would you use as primer? Well, I guess I'd use a catalyzed primer and just try to keep it light. Don't put much on it, and try to get it sanded all off to where you're down to the glass. And that can be pretty expensive. I think Dan said he spent $200 for a gallon of catalyzed primer. Now, I have a gallon of lacquer primer over John's house that we've been meaning to try. But that's an experiment, I got an idea of how I can make my own DC 540 with xylene, toluene, and lacquer thinner. But it's an experiment. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't give you any advice on that. And then when I do find out that it does work or it doesn't work, I probably won't give the formula out, because what works for me may not work for you. And I don't want you to come back and say, hey, you told me to do this, and look what happened. Yeah. Okay, let's turn it over and see what the top looks like. We got the bottom pretty much sorted out. Let's see about this, where we're at here. Okay, I'm going to rub this. I've been on an hour already, so I guess we're coming to an end here. Okay, I want to, before I cut out here, I'll show you this. I put this on and I let it dry, so it's not smearing off. It's just pliable. I wet my finger with 91 proof alcohol so I can smear that on there, and that kind of takes a feel where how dry it needs to be before you can do that. See, Jim? Puttied inside. Ain't catching me again. And all this smoothing out, hey Kevin, all this smoothing out here, all that does is save you from sanding. I mean, I could leave it just like that and it would sand out just as easy. But if I can save myself 10 minutes of sanding, why not? Ah, shoot. Yeah, well. Or if there's anybody new coming on here, please join Stunhanger. You got to use your real first and last name. You won't get through without that. It's stunhanger.com. And click on the stunt forum. There's about 4,500 guys on there, about as many guys as I got subscribed here. A lot of good fellowship. And if you have a question and I'm not on, within you post a question at any time of the day, and within an hour, you'll have an answer. Now, I'm not saying it's the right answer, but I'm saying it's going to be an answer. And you'll know who knows what they're talking about by looking through the forum. Okay. Okay, so that's going to do it for this evening. We'll see you tomorrow night for another hour. I appreciate your support. Thanks for watching. Make sure to give it a thumbs up. And head on over to Stunhanger and check out all the stuff the other guys are doing. Plenty of guys on there know what they're doing. So till tomorrow night, fair winds, tight lines. See ya.